Hey everybody, NicMakesPlays here. I'm really excited to show you guys this deck. Why am I so excited? Because I just went on a huge win streak with it. I went 13-2. I climbed around 300 LP with this deck. It is so good, and it feels like Viego's best deck by far. I actually had a different Viego deck recorded, and I was going to upload it for you guys. It was a Viego Mystery deck, and then I played this, and this just feels like on a whole another level. This deck is extremely powerful. It feels so insane. It may even be a tier 1 deck, and a Shark Chariot in it. So let's get into it. So what is this deck? What's going on? What's it all about? What am I rambling on about? So it's a Grand Plaza deck. In the past, we've seen Grand Plaza decks with like Lucian, Honda Relic, usually Lucian Hecarim. So this is Lucian Viego. They're a bit different, and I think Hecarim could be good in this deck. But Viego is just an insane late game card. If you level Viego, you almost certainly win. And he also comes on a turn earlier. So what I mean by that is he costs 5 instead of 6. So on turn 5, you're already putting on pressure. Just like a turn earlier, you're doing your benefits to your champion. And then in the late game, if you level Viego, you just guarantee the win. So he comes on earlier in the mid game to hold down the game, and then in the late game, he's even stronger than Hecarim. So Grand Plaza, this is the center of the deck. When an ally is summoned, give it +1/+0 and challenge this round. Just want to go this one first, so you guys understand the main point of the deck. The main point of the deck is to slam this down. This is kind of, I guess, the whole point of the deck is Grand Plaza. It's 10 times stronger when you draw Grand Plaza, and you're running a full mulligan for this and Lucian almost every game. This is the best thing you have by far. Second best thing you have is Lucian. If you already have Grand Plaza and Lucian, you can mulligan for Honda Relic, because Honda Relic with Grand Plaza summons 3 2-1 challenger, ephemeral challengers, and if you have Lucian on the field at the same time, it levels them extremely easily. So basically a Grand Plaza deck, but it has Viego too and tons of other cool stuff. So let's get into it. First card, Warden's Prey. 1 mana, 1/1, last breath, create in hand another random last breath follower, costs 3 or less. So you play this as a blocker. In the early game, you want at least 1 blocker, but it's also good offensively because if you give a challenger, obviously, from Grand Plaza, it's just a cheap 1 mana 2/1 challenger. It gets the clean kills. In the early game, you can block Legion Saboteurs against aggro, can block Treasure Seeker against mid range. You just want a blocker, but the cool thing about this card is since it gives you the last breath unit, it's a 1 mana blocker that gives you your 2 mana card. Let's say you get like Legion Grandy or something. 1 mana blocker that gives you another card. You can use that other card to be offensive, so you can use it defensive in the early game, and then use the new card to be offensive with Grand Plaza, or you can just use it to block again. Let's say a lot of times I play this, then I get Blue Sentinel off its effects. It gives you a random last breath from any faction or region, whatever it's called. So yeah, very, very good, very well-rounded. Holds down the early game with a free block, or a block into a free generated card. So very good. Next card, Glimpse Beyond. Needs no introduction really. Kill an ally to draw. This is generically good in most Shadow Ally decks. You can use it on the Encroaching Mists that are generated. You can use it on the Ephemerals if they don't go through. Say they glimpse their own, you can glimpse in response. To make sure you evaluate your Ephemerals, you can dig. You can use this to help level up Viego. Just generically a good card. Alright, 300 Relic. This is one of the best cards in the whole deck. So you can see why this would be so good with Grand Plaza. That's what it does. 2 mana slow spell, summon 3 Unleash Spirits. Unleash Spirit is just a 1 mana 1/1 ephemeral that dies when it strikes when the end round ends. But if you give them all challenger, you can do this in the same turn you play Grand Plaza. So what you're gonna want to do with this is you're gonna want to play this after you have Grand Plaza. You get 3 2/1 challengers, and you can just clear their whole entire field, or at least that early in the game. You can play this on turn 3 with Grand Plaza. So you can go Grand Plaza turn 3, you just spell mana to play this, clear their field. If you play this with Lucian in the field, on top of that, it levels Lucian so easily. If you play this in Runeterra, you'll know Lucian is insanely strong level up, which is usually hard-ish to achieve, but in the right deck, I guess the deck with this card, it's very, very easy. So clears enemy fields, it summons the Shark Chariots, it levels Lucian. It's just a dream come true for this deck. Alright, Lucian. Speaking of Lucian, now we're here. Lucian, 2 mana 3/2, quick attack. I've seen 4+ allies or allies Sentinel Blade die. I don't run Senna in this deck. You could splash one, honestly. It's not bad to run this deck. Lucian's just really easy to level in this deck without Senna. For example, sometimes people play Lucian with Scouts because Scouts might be a bit harder to get them to level. But when you have cards like Honda Relic, Shark Chariot, Onslaught of Shadows, it's very easy to make Lucian level in this deck, and you don't need the assistance of an allied Sentinel dying to level him. And what he does when he's leveled is, oh man, so he gets double attack, which lets him strike twice. So while attacking, it strikes both before and at the same time as a blocker. So it gets to hit first, so they block it, it just dies, and then if it lives, it attack again. But also, what you can do in this deck is, since Grand Closet gives things challengers, you hook away all their blockers, so Lucian's striking directly, and you push 8 damage, he attacks twice. And then each round, the first time an ally dies, rally. That's insane in this deck, because you have like Shark Chariots in the graveyard, so what you can do is you attack with everything and leave one ephemeral back, so Shark Chariot revives, you attack with everything, then in your next attack, because you rallied, you still have an ephemeral, so Shark Chariots revive again. You just, honestly, this card lets you push, oh my god, insane with like 20 plus damage, like sometimes 40 damage in one turn with the combos. So very, very powerful. You want to always try and mulligan for Grand Plaza plus Lucian. These are your main win cons. I'd say Grand Plaza is the most important card in the deck, but this is a close near second. And a champ spell is also Rally, which is just generically good in this deck. Alright, 3 Mass Mother. This card is good in many decks with Darkwater Scourge, but even better in this one, and I'll show you why. So let's just read this real quick. 2-mana, 2/2, fearsome. Play, kill an ally, grant me its stats and keywords. Okay. So you mostly want to be comboing this card with Darkwater Scourge. Darkwater Scourge is a 3-mana 5/5, lifesteal ephemeral, but if you use Mass Mother on this, Mass Mother becomes a 7/7 lifesteal fearsome. The ephemeral goes away. It doesn't carry that trade over. So you get a 7/7, like a 2-card combo, it's 5 mana. This into the Mass Mother becomes a 7/7 lifesteal fearsome. This is very strong to help level Viego, because it allows you to have him see a 5, power of allies die. Good to have a level Lucian, because it's just an easy kill. And then the particularly strong thing in this deck that you do is actually kind of crazy. So you have a Grand Plaza on the field, right? When an ally summon, give it +1/+0 and challenge this round. So let's say you have Grand Plaza on the field, right? First off, this becomes a 6/5 at that point, right? So you want your attack. Then you Mass Mother kills it. Mass Mother also gets +1 from the Grand Plaza. So you get, so it's that 3 attack, but becomes a 9 attack unit with lifesteal, but also in fearsome, but also challenger. So the challenger from Grand Plaza is for the round. But if you use Mass Mother on the Darkwater Scourge, it's a permanent challenger, because it doesn't, how do I put it? It inherits all the keywords permanently. So you get a permanent 9 attack, fearsome, lifesteal challenger. Very, very, very strong. Very, very insane. Honestly, that combo just wins games on its own. It's so powerful. Some decks just straight up don't even have an answer to that at all. Like, I'll have games where they'll play like a Viego or something, and it's like their final late game card. I'm like, all right, Mass Mother, or Darkwater Scourge Mass Mother, and it's more powerful what they're doing. You can make it trade with Viegos. I guess aggro with to auto win. You're killing 9 each turn. Again, most decks don't even have a single answer for it. You can just put it there, and then they lose. So very, very strong. And it's nice to have some healing in this deck. This deck's very, I guess, mostly aggressive, so it's a good way to recover health and just, I guess, have defensive plays or an obstacle for your opponent on the board. All right, so 1 Onslaught of the Shadows, summon 2 Spectral Riders, just basically a 4th Hunted Relic. Hunted Relic is better because it summons 1 extra unit, but this is just a bit different. So with Grand Plaza, summons 2/2 ephemerals, but with Grand Plaza, you get +1 attack. This is actually important to kill cards like Misfortune, like Ezreal. A lot of cards have 3 health that are powerful in the game right now. So the extra attack does actually come up a lot, which is why I like this card. Honestly, if I were to change any of this deck, it's maybe add another one of these, maybe cut a Shark Chariot. But right now, that's been working so perfectly, I'm keeping it exactly how it is. So next, speaking of Shark Chariot. So everyone likes Shark Chariot, at least I played this game since the closed beta. Like the first day the game ever came out, and everyone I've talked to loves Shark Chariot. So it's super cool not only get a pooling champ with Viego, but we also get Shark Chariot, a fun card to play. So 2 mana 3/1, can't block, ephemeral. Last breath, the next time an ephemeral ally attacks, revive me attacking. So basically, every time you attack with ephemeral, this reborns from the grave and attacks again. This piles up to be huge damage to Lucian, because Lucian rallies. So you attack with ephemerals multiple times in one turn, like as I was saying, you attack with ephemerals, you leave 1 back, so when you rally, you attack with another ephemeral, and you get Shark Chariots. If you can get like 2 Shark Chariots in the grave, you just can't lose decks to try and grind you. Like say you get SI Freyward or something, you're just continuously reborning these 3/1s that are attacking, and it's huge. The not being able to block and ephemerally doesn't really matter, because when you play it, you either play on turn 2 to attack, and then you just get value by reboarding later the rest of the entire game, pushing for huge damage. Or you have Grand Plaza, and if you have Grand Plaza, you just, make it its challenger, and you hook it, an enemy, you get a trade, and then not only did you trade 1-for-1 with your Shark Chariot unit, the rest of the game it comes back and becomes this huge value engine, pushes big damage. This card is sick. Next, we have 3 Sharp Sight. So Sharp Sight is amazing in Runeterra. I think right now in Runeterra, it's key to have some form of interaction. This isn't removal like single combat or something like that, but it's versatile. It's a versatile, in a way, interaction. So this card, give an ally +2/+2, and I can block units Lucius round 2 mana, is really good because you can use that protection, protect Lucian, protect Viego. You can push your game with it for the extra 2 attack. When it's combat trades, you have challengers, so basically buffing the... For example, let's say I play Shark Chariot and they have Viego. I can give it Sharp Sight and then kill their Viego because I have extra 2 attack. Protection on Lucian is very key. It's one of the main interactions to use the card. Blocking elusives is huge. There's a lot of elusive aggrodecks going around. Rank 1 NA actually right now is an elusive aggro deck. So it feels like you need some sort of interaction. I feel a lot of games in Runeterra right now, or especially with this deck at least, is like pushing big damage, they're on the ropes, and they have one last-ditch effort to try and kill you. Silver Zed runs Ghost, and then goes like Ghost Flurry the Fist and tries to kill you one turn with an elusive. This can stop that. This could just kind of be the extra +2/+2 or elusive blocker you need to, okay, the game's close, they have a last-ditch effort to try and beat you or try and stop you, and you just Sharp Sight, and then you push through or stop their attack, and then you win. So this card has just been perfect due to its versatility, and it is one of the best bouncy cards in the game, so very good. Next, Chimavaran Soldier. Very strong with Grand Plaza. Alright, 3 mana, 3/3. When I'm summoned, summon Encroaching Mist. Encroaching Mist is a 1 mana, 1/1 ephemeral. When I'm summoned, grant all allied Viegos or other Encroaching Mist everywhere +1/+1. So, this is simple. You have Grand Plaza, then you play this. Then the Chimavaran Soldier has Challenger, and he has a decently high health stat for the early game. And the Mist also has Challenger, so you get a free kill with the Mist. The Mist becomes a 2/1. And that's only if it's the first Mist you play this game. But let's say it's the first Mist you play this game. So you get a 4/3 Challenger and a 2/1 Challenger. The 2/1 Challenger gets removal. It helps level Viego. It also makes him stronger. Helps level Lucian. It's just, I mean, you can trade these for Mass Mother because these get pretty big, right? These become like 5/5, 6/6, 7/7s like regular in the game. Especially approaching late game, when you played a lot of different Mists. You can Mass Mother them just to get like basically keep their stats on the board. Let's say it's your opponent's turn. You summon this card to get the Mist, and they're like, oh, he's a 7/7 Mist. I don't want to attack. I'll just end. So they pass, and then you play Encroaching Mist, and it's like, okay, well now my 7/7's not going away. It's a permanent. I played Mass Mother on it, where we're sticking those stats on the board and keeping them. So because Mass Mother inherits them, so very strong. To level. Also, giving Viego extra health before he comes out is big, because it lets him stay alive to things like Ravenous Flock and Black Spear, because he's naturally only has 4 health. All right, next Darkwater Scourge. We went over this briefly. Darkwater Scourge, 3 mana, 5/5. Very perfect for this deck, I guess. It's an ephemeral, so it can help revive Shark Chariot attacking. It has Challenger, so you're able to get a big trade with this. Again, you can kill opposing Viego, stuff like that. It's only 3 mana, but you have a 3 mana in the Challenger, give a Challenger and +1 attack from Grand Plaza. You have a 3 mana 6/5 that is a huge threat. I mean, you're able to clear that like 5, 6+ units with your 3 mana card. It has Lifesteal, help you heal against aggro. Again, you can have the permanent Lifesteal if you use Mass Mana to kill this, which is one of the main combos. Helps level Viego, helps level Lucian. It's just so perfect for this deck. This card is game winning with Mass Mother and game winning in general to heal huge chunks of damage. Grand Plaza, the card you want to always be mulliganing for. We already went over this too, but real quickly. 3 mana landmark, when an ally is summoned, give it +1/+0 and challenge this round. So this enables the entire deck. It enables your Onslaught of the Shadows, your Haunted Relic. If you use it with Lucian, Lucian has quick attack. The quick attack plus challenge is pretty strong, you get a free kill. You hook something, the quick attack will kill it. It is the key to the deck. You want to mulligan for this as much as possible, even full mulliganing a lot of the time. And the other card you want to see is Lucian. If you have both of those, you can see Haunted Relic. But yeah, Grand Plaza and Lucian are pretty much the main things you want to mulligan for. The deck is somewhat based around this card, so make sure you get this card in your mulligan. Very, very good, very important. Grizzled Ranger. Okay, this card is cracked. This card is insane. Somebody even say it's crazy in unison with Grand Plaza. So, Grand Plaza makes this a 4/1, and it gives a Challenger, so a Scout Challenger. So, it's 4 mana, 3/1 Scout, Last Breath, summon a Laurel Badger Bear. So, you get your first Scout attack with Challenger, you clear one of their units. Then you get this, then you get this, Low Badger Bear. This also gets Challenger, and then you clear one of their units. Due to the high health points of Low Badger Bear, a lot of time you can just play this, clear a unit, and then clear a unit with this, and then keep it alive, because you make it get in a trade where, like, against a 2 attack unit or 3 attack unit where this will stay alive. It just kind of sweeps them away. It's a huge power combo. Just Grand Plaza on 3, this on 4, attack. If you're going second, which means you play this on turn 4, you play it on odds. Or, I'm sorry, part again. If you're going second, so you're attacking on evens, then Grand Plaza on 3 to this on 4 is very powerful. You just get to attack, and it's a huge combo. Alright, Viego. Very interesting card in this deck. Let's read it. 5 mana, 5/4 Fearsome. Each round, the first time an ally dies, summon an Encroaching Mist. I've seen as a 20 plus total power die. Its level condition is very easy in this deck. Again, you have Darkwater Scourge, ton of ephemerals. Like if you use Haunted Relic, then that itself is just 6 power. And then something Encroaching Mist, and then that will get buffed by Grand Plaza, and that will die, which also contribute to Viego's level up. He can also level up really early with Darkwater Scourge. He's basically just a value generator in the mid game because you get tons of Encroaching Mist. You can use on offense and defense. And of course, if you can, let's say you play him into Darkwater Scourge Mass Mother or him into Grizzled Ranger, then you're able to get the Encroaching Mists, and then these can also get Challenger and kill something. It's also just good on defense. Like you just have a unit die on defense and you get a blocker. Pretty good. This card has a lot of combos, so let me explain it to you real quick. First, I guess let's go over his level up. So, what's this huge payoff, right? That's why we're playing Viego. Each round, the first time a unit dies, so now it's not an ally dying, it's even if you kill an enemy unit. Round start, steal the strongest enemy this round. If it's a champion, kill it instead. This is a late game menace, a late game monster. If you level Viego, you pretty much win the game. Each turn, you're stealing the strongest enemy, which not only takes away one of their offensive threats, but gives you an extra blocker, or as the champion, you just kill it. This even goes through Spell Shield and stuff like Sivir, so you can kill Sivir. Basically, when you level this, they can't outgrind you. You're just continuously stealing and killing their best cards. He'll be pretty buffed by then, because at that point in time, you put a lot of Encroaching Mist. It's also just very good because he's all buffing each time, so he's going to gain stronger. He'll have Fearsome, so you can give like 10 plus attack because you just keep playing Mist each turn. But you can use your challengers off Grand Plaza to hook away their Fearsome blockers and go for a huge game-winning push where you attack for like 10 plus damage with Viego's Fearsome. Again, you hook with the Fearsome blockers, so it goes through, and you attack for a game with Viego. If you don't win through that, you just steal their cards every turn and you win anyway. So yeah, Viego just basically can't lose in the late game. It ensures your victory. It's just pretty much the strongest late game threat in the game. Becomes tons of attack. Go for a game with Fearsome. You can just win the game as level up. It's just so versatile. And on turn 5, it comes out turn earlier than Hecarim. Hecarim usually uses Lucian in this deck, but this coming out turn earlier is really nice, and you can start seeing the Encroaching Mist right away. And it's just a pretty amazing card overall to be a decent threat in the late game, something Encroaching Mist, like a value generator, then a huge win con in the late game with Viego's level, just pretty much automatic win. Very, very strong card. Last but not least, 3 Invasive Hydrovine. All right. So I originally had 2, but this card is just like, you win if you play this card. You just straight up win the game. 7 mana, 7/6. When I'm summoned around start, summon Encroaching Mist. It also has Fearsome. So if you play this with Grand Plaza, this card on offense and defense continually gives you Encroaching Mist, which get bigger and bigger each time. Because when there's some of the Grand Viego and other Encroaching Mist every +1/+1. So on offense, when you play this, you immediately get Encroaching Mist. It gets Challenger off the Grand Plaza. So you get a free kill with the Encroaching Mist. And then this can attack or kill something if you want. Then their turn, bam. Round start, you get a defensive Encroaching Mist. They're getting bigger each time. Ruins their attack, bam, your turn. Grand Plaza again, you get the Challenger. Kill their units. It's basically like nothing outgrinds this. This Viego and this card are just like, I don't say auto wins in late game because like they can be contested, I guess, but some of the strongest late game cards in the game. And this is a deck that's very powerful in the early game. I mean, you got Lucian, Haunted Relic combos, level Lucian, you kill them. Mid game, you got like the Darkwater Scourge and stuff like that. Late game, you have Viego and Hydrovine. It just, on all cylinders, this deck's good. Early, mid, and late game. And I feel it's very easy to make it to the late game of this deck because you're just constantly making your opponent have to deal with your challengers, with all your removal from these challengers, your Lucian level up, the Massive Darkwater Scourge combo. And before you know it, it's turn 7. Like, they're being pressured the whole time. They're constantly on the defense trying to stop you from killing them. And then, bam, turn 7 comes. You play this, GG. I mean, it's every single turn. You're just getting these these increasingly buffed encroaching mist, offense, defense, offense, defense, offense removal, defense blocker. So very powerful deck. All right, let's get into some games. We're playing versus Karma Action. Interesting. I'm excited to see as I've heard some talk about it. All right, this is going to be a powerful game, so buckle up. Normally, you always mulligan for Lucian Grand Plaza, but this is just so good. Grand Plaza on 3, this on 4, because we're going second, is really strong. Haunted Relics, really good Grand Plaza. So we're just going to mull this and hope to hit Lucian. But this is already a made hand pretty much, so we should be good to go from here. Wow, Shark Chariot on 2. Very good. Sets up our ephemerals for later. So we're just going to go ahead and play the Shark Chariot. So you won't play this away later. This is going to be on 3, it's going to be on 4. So let's just swing. Attack in here. Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely don't block that. Interesting. Okay, onslaught the shadows. It's fine. So I'll play Grand Plaza on 3. This deck shouldn't have any landmark removal that I'm aware of, unless they're on Homecoming. Even though it's not really removal, just bounce it into our hand. Alright. Here we'll play Grizzled Ranger. It's a bit weak to Concussive Palm here, but I think it's still worth going for over the Haunted Relic and the Onslaught of the Shadows, because I want to do this when I have more blockers to kill, and make sure we get the max value. Okay, good counterplay, yeah, Concussive Palm. That's fine. That's fine by us. We draw Lucian here. Okay, now we draw Mass Mother or Lucian for really crazy draws. Block here, keep our health decent. And we'll start by playing Viego. Now next turn we can start seeing things die, and we'll be able to pull Viego pretty fast with all the ephemerals. Okay, it's a randomly good Karma spell. Wow, what a hand. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with this, because this is a 3 attack, which can kill Karma, or at least threaten her. He could have Deny, but if he has Deny, he taps out like under so much mana, it really gives us info on what cards he can play, because he gives us a limited mana pool at that point. We could bait Deny, but the thing is, I don't actually want to play this and this turn. I want to go this into these two. So it's important to know that I would rather play this first, just to, oh, the grappling hook? Interesting. Alright, nothing we can do about that. That's pretty good, actually. Already love this. It's the Warlord Horde. We'll hope able to successfully kill these things. This is an interesting spot. I think here I'm actually gonna play this. They can try and kill the Karma. I could use Sharp Sight. You know what? Let's play Dark Water Scourge. This would be fine to kill Karma. If you use this Concussive Palm in it now, I get stunned. We can actually use Mass Mother on it, and it won't inherit the stun. And then we can just kill Karma. I just didn't want to trade for it. That's all. And keep in mind, we do have a Shark Chariot in the graveyard, so we will be getting extra damage in this attack. Interesting. Alright. Let's go for it here. Try to get a huge push. We get the Shark Chariot. If he does Concussive Palm this, we can use Mass Mother. Then we'll have our our 9/7 Challenger Fearsome Lifesteal unit. He already used a Palm earlier, so maybe he doesn't have one. Okay, he's buffing that. Alright, so we'll kill the Karma here with the Sharp Sight. This is a scary combo because it helps level these Warlord Hordes incredibly fast with all the targeting from Retreat Return. But we are pushing for huge damage here. At this point in the game, we're in a pretty good spot. If we do play, say, actually for blocking. If we do play Hydrovine, so we top deck Hydrovine, we pretty much win the game. Lucian's good because we can level him on Relic. Wow, speak of Hydrovine. You guys want to see just how strong this card really is. So immediately on defense, we're getting the encroaching missed the block. If he wants to kill this, he's going to have like Sonic Wave plus other stuff to kill it. Okay, that's fine. He seems low on mana here. He can't do like a buff plus grappling hook. So he's obviously a Shapestone here. If we block like this, then he'll Shapestone Protect will kill that, so we're not going to do that. We can take it directly, it's not a big deal. We'll just block like this, I suppose. We can honestly threaten this, make him use the Shapestone. If Because if this dies, we have more room for 100 Relic. Let's actually do that. We do want board space. Grandpa's just to give us on the board. This is good encroaching miss, so nice to have the board space. So it's cool if that dies. Right. So round starts. We get the Hydrovine. We get Challenger. We can kill something, but they also get bigger each time. We can +1/+1 for each other, or you get +1/+1 each other Viego and encroaching miss each round. Let's use the health buff there. We have Dark Lord Scorch Mass Mother again. We're going to start with this, maybe try and bait something out. We don't even need to attack with the Dark Lord Scorch Mass Mother this turn. We can kind of just play it later if we have to. He has Shapestone, or I guess he had Twin. Maybe he doesn't have another protection. He could have either Shapestone or Twin to protect from this attack on action. But I think we're fine right now. Interesting, interesting. Alright, with that, let's actually go ahead and kill this, so we can try and threaten the action. Now this will kill through a Shapestone. I feel like this buff makes me think he doesn't have another Twin Sequence. Damage these. No reason to attack with this one. Well, I guess there is, because he can block Shark Chariot anyway. Yeah. Alright. Let's just like this. Damage these, hopefully kill the action. Pushing damage with this and this. It's 11 total. It goes through. So he does have that. Now this strikes gets another Horde, which is pretty good, honestly. But with the basic Hydrovine, we almost certainly should lose this. Karma is a bit scary, but we also scary cards our deck too. We could draw our own Viego. We buffed a few times now by the encroaching miss. Dark Lord Scorch again. Interesting. Does he have more buffs for this? I suppose so. So here, we'll just block like this. I guess he wants us to dot himself board space, is what it seems, but I'm down for that. Less blockers for me, the easier this will be to kill him. Just pass here. Don't know place to clog our boards when we do much. Alright, this is pretty scary. He gets to use these Warlord's Horde spells multiple times. It's a big deal.
Peace begins within.
Alright. We got Viego, the man of the hour. That's actually exactly what I wanted to draw. Alright, so it's a 10-8 Fearsome already. Ooh, Deep Meg gets tons of spells here. But he only has limited mana. So we could honestly clean him up. This can kill this. This can kill this. Let's see what happens here. And he didn't get the Dragonling that last turn, so very good. Alright. So I guess you probably have Custom Palm, something like that. Let's go here. Let's go here. We can't block this because we have Fearsome. Can't block this Fearsome. He'd have to have double Concussive Palm. Now the thing here is if let's say he does have double Concussive Palm for both of these to stay alive, then Viego will be leveling, right? We're seeing what? This is 11 plus 4, that's 15 units power of allied unit dying. And we also get an encroaching miss because Viego, each round the first time an ally dies from an encroaching miss, that would be a perfect level up, right? Oh, we have lethal. There you go. There you have it. GG's. Alright, so we're playing against Diana Leona. Diana Leona, actually probably pretty good with the new cards like Heaven's Aligned, Heavenly Aegis, something like that. Use it with Ravoon, it gives you a Nightfall and a Daybreak card. This actually used to be a really strong deck in the past, the Invoke deck, so we'll see what this guy is up to here, maybe using that new card. So this deck, you always want a mulligan for Lucian and Grand Plaza, we're going to do that. 100 Relics also a really strong hit with Lucian, because it does give 3 Unleashed Spirits, which help his level up progress significantly. So now we can actually level up Lucian in hand. We have Lucian, Hot Relic, and Mass Mother on like Warden Spray. Would be enough to level Lucian, but it'd be even better if we have Grand Plaza. There we go. There we go. This should be an easy Lucian level up. But it's very powerful stuff here. So we're attacking on turn 4. Alright. We can just place... I guess either way we're not blocking with. Let's just pass here. Yeah. We will still play it though. Okay, so this next turn we'll play Lucian. We have another Lucian in case that one dies, which is pretty strong because I definitely love Lucian in this game. So, just on that, okay, don't get our free damage and quick attack. Not really a big deal here. So we're mostly concerned about leveling this Lucian, is what we'll be doing. Okay, so helping you to open attack. We just block here, dwindle away this health. So now it's in range of dying to a Hydrovine relic that's buffed by Grand Plaza. Alright. Sea Scarab, that's funny. Turn 3, we play Grand Plaza. Alright, this Zodiac's really starting to pop off. Alright, so a big issue here would be if he gets a Meteor Shower. But he actually can't use Meteor Shower next turn because it does cost 5. So I'm not too concerned. It will be able to kill Lucian plus something else later. Alright, we now have the Dark Horse Sword plus Mass Mother combo. We have Lucian leveling, we have Grand Plaza. This is just an insanely powerful opening for this deck. When I was playing on my huge win streak, I did open like this a lot, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so now we're leveling Lucian here. I don't want to say we win for sure, but the game is definitely being swung in our favor as we speak. Alright, so I'm also going to play the Sea Scarab, because I do want to block her for his open attack later. I don't want to block with Lucian. Good. And then this dies a rally, but it's not really a point. So let's just get that Lucian level, clear his field here. Very good stuff. We have a block for the next turn. If he open attacks with Leona, we can save some health. His health does seem to be his main win con at this point. Maybe if he chipped in with Leona, and then we go to Leving and finish up with Elusive later. We do have the Dark Water Scourge, but we're not sure it's going to go through. So I think having the blocker here is good to ensure that we keep our health high, and we get a rally if it blocks. So very good. We can Glimpse to actually activate it ourselves. Ooh, that's going to stop our Lucian in its tracks for now. Okay, so that activated Leona stuns this. We don't want to play our Dark Water Scorch combo because it'll just get stunned. This card. Stun the 2 biggest enemies around start on the countdown. So it'll just stun this if we play it now, so I guess we'll just have to pass.
Feel the sun's glory.
Alright, now that isn't. Now the question here is, so we got a rally. Do I play these? I think I'm down. I think I'm down to get rid of that Leona. All we have to do is just draw any unit this next turn, and then we get a huge thing with Grand Plaza. I'm kind of just assuming I'll draw a playable unit. We already have a lot of spells in our hand, but a deck with very little spells. Well, the only card we can't play is Hydrovine, so let's see what we draw here. Sharp Sight. That's a bit unfortunate, actually. I guess we're down to pass here. This is a good card to try and stop us. I respect it, but when he's facing down, level Lucian and Mass Mother, we should be just fine here. See, that would have been an insane draw last turn. Wow, but better late than never. Not really a big deal here. We can glimpse the rally if we want to, but we shouldn't have to. Vengeance. Okay. So we'll glimpse here to draw. We could glimpse this to rally, but I want to keep my 8-3. And let's play another Lucian and pretty much game from there. We could also like play this into glimpse, but he's at 20, so let's just play it simple. We definitely play Lucianus no matter what. He might even surrender here, we'll see. I think next turn we just play the Soldier into Grizzled Ranger. So maybe we just pass here, I think. We'll lose some mana, but we'll full bank spell mana for Sharp Sight. And then we'll just play this into this and go for a huge damage output. I mean, we shouldn't use the Scout attack though, because it'll just waste his rally, because he'll see the Grizzled Ranger die. So I guess we just play this now, actually, because we're not going to use the Scout attack. At least we're not going to use it first. We can maybe rally and then use it afterwards. Alright, very good. So here, we have the Commemorative Soldier. We actually got another one. This gets Challenger. This gets Challenger. I'm assuming we're going to be met here by like maybe a Meteor Shower, but at this point it shouldn't matter. We have Sharp Sight to protect Lucian. We have the 8-3 Fearsome Lifesteal Challenger. We have tons of damage. When we rally, we can use our Scout attack later. Okay. Can't avoid that one, but very powerful nonetheless. I think we'll just push more damage then, while he's tapped low with this. We don't really need blockers, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to hook with this to see what we get off of it. Because I don't want our board to be too full anyway. Now that that died, we actually can also do the scout attack, which is nice. So I probably should actually scout attack before I played this. I'm using the baiting conceding, I'm not sure. So we'll get our scout attack in here. He probably won't block, he needs that blocker. So we'll just get a free chip for 3. Alright, this is lethal. It's just straight up lethal. Very good. If he has something, we have sharp sights, we can push 4 more damage than we already had. Very, very powerful stuff. This is GG's. Like, even if he has like a guiding touch, say with guiding touch here, we just sharp sight, we get the win. Alright, good games. And there you have it. This is the deck that got me on a huge, huge winning streak in Masters. It's doing amazing for me. It feels so powerful. I think it's Viego's best deck potentially. He levels so easily. As you can see in some of these games, it's almost effortless. Like, you have so many stats with the Dark War Scourges, the Shark Chariots, the Encroaching Mist, just dying, and then you're pushing huge damage if they answer. And then even if they answer that, they'll Viego and you win anyway. So either they die or you just win later. Pretty cool stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What decks you guys want me to make videos on. I should have an action deck guide coming soon. I should have a champion tier list coming soon. Let me know your thoughts on this deck. It's a ton of fun and very explosive, so I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, catch you guys later.